map, and this one to decide who gets to go on and who gets to play, as you said, in the spring showdown instead. Navi starting on the T side, Astralis on the CT side, and they have got an enormous amount of utility, Astralis, for a pistol round.
Yeah, shouldn't surprise anyone, especially on Inferno. No kit, and we're going to get one more stop coming into play.
Yeah, there's all that excitement, and then we just get to wait around a little bit.
A bit of a tease.
We'll take it.
It's Flamey again as well. He was the same one that this happened to on Train.
What's happening? He's just getting so excited to get the game started. He keeps, what, just unplugging his mouse or something? Just can't handle it.
Well, he just wanted to make sure everyone was all excited. Maybe he just didn't like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's like a, just a trick.
Maybe he wanted to buy a deagle.
I'm on for buying deagles on pistol round. I think it's amazing.
You would be.
I do it especially on Dust 2. You buy that pistol around the T-spawn and you just try and snipe someone down the middle.
I just add that to the list of reasons why I don't play Counter-Strike with you.
One day, it'll work. You have to call it out when you do it as well. It's like, I'm getting a deagle and I'm getting a kill down the middle. Just say that every time.
Okay.
And when it works.
Like street basketball, gotta call your shot.
Yep, that's it. All right, looks like they're nearly there, so should be no problems at all. Man, Inferno is, I think tactically, and I mean, it's been played for such a long time, I really don't get bored of watching it. I don't know what it is.
No, I mean, here's some interesting stuff, though. Remember, I mean, Astralis has done a good job of winning the pistols, but they've lost a couple of those second rounds. They really need to convert those. That would be a good, at least, first start to getting off to a nice pace in this third map. And Navi starting on the T side, that's not going to do you any favors. Astralis so good. So the question becomes, we have seen a shaky Astralis. Are we going to see that on Inferno, or is this going to be like, riding a bike? You just hop on it, and it's muscle memory. Everyone's good to go. So this time, here we are, London, third map, Inferno, beginning right now, live into the pistol round. 3 sets of utility, Glaive, Xyp9x, and Magisk.
Yeah, so if Navi play this slow and don't force out some of that utility a little bit early on, that could be a nasty surprise waiting for them. Because normally, if this is a normal rifle round, you expect that Astralis are going to be, trying to delay in a pistol round. You might forget.
Just keep an eye on the double nades on Xyp9x and Glaive at this B bomb site. That could be the interesting one. When do they decide to throw those out? When do they feel like they're in the choke point? Here comes the first one for Xyp9x. They spotted him out right onto Electronic, the double nade. He's down so low. That is perfectly executed.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And again, the fact that they still have 2 smokes over on that side. Looks like Navi are now leaning back, and Astralis don't know yet. They've fallen back from that top banana position, so there's a window here for Navi to actually use that and just try and hit this bomb site before more people show up. Smoke going deep to block off on the one side, and they're going to wrap around quad, so they just don't want to fight there for the minute. Dupree down. Oh, actually, it's Device instead. 2 big headshots to slow them down. Dupree still waiting in graveyard. God. He's going to stand up, just popping out of the box, and he lands one more blitz. Oh, it's disgusting! Taking down another one, Dupree, with a beautiful triple. And Astralis, I don't know. He's fired up.
He's had a frustrating series, so that's got to feel good. Release all the pent-up anger. What a stunning way to get this game started. Incredible performance from Dupree. This is a thing of beauty.
Oh, he whipped him, didn't he?
I like to see that anger out of Dupree as well. He has not had a whole lot of smiles so far today here at Blast. But here comes that second round. As we mentioned, Navi's converted 2 of these in the series so far.
Theoretically, it should be so much harder to do on Inferno, though. Just the map does not help you out in any way. You have to be walking into a lot of closed corridors. You get grenaded. There are a lot of angles which the CTs could sort of fight and fall back, and yeah, it's all stacked against you, I would say. But they've got the weapons for it.
Especially, well, they don't have armor is the tough part. And they only have 2 flashbangs on Boomich. That'll help. An open deagle headshot. Xyp9x trades it back. Into a 4-on-4 we go, but Magisk can Device under a bit of pressure. And I think this is where Navi, they might want to pick up the pace. Some of the utility is slowing them down and making this disjointed. And look at the rotation. Astralis has a read on where everyone is. Glaive and Xyp9x both evacuating the B bomb site.
Yeah, you have to assume one of them is probably going to fall back eventually, but they're getting a lot of confirmation now. Glaive is going to be hearing them running on the other side, and the timing for the peak, he just keeps going, and that UMP will chew them up. A bit of danger after the early kill, but yeah, they read that. You're absolutely right. They had a perfect understanding of what was going on.
And that'll have to be frustrating for Navi, wondering why both players from the B bomb site are there. One at spawn arches, one in library. Flamey, one more kill would be great economic damage, but he doesn't have the HP, and Magisk has a perfect shot. 2-0.
Yeah, and with all SMGs in that round, losing 2 players, it's fine. They could sort of recover that and still make it work.
I almost wonder if Navi goes for a buy here. It would not surprise me in the slightest.
There we go.
Electronic and Flamey both at 4K. They're going to pick up AK-47s. Boomich has one as well, so they are going to risk a lot going into this third round, seeing all the SMGs. And just a couple of kills prompting them to force up a bit early. Deagle on Simple, plenty of nades for Navi as well.
And now the fact that Astralis have those SMGs, I mean, if you buy into this round, you could do a bit of damage.
I think the good thing for Astralis is they have so many nades, and we know what they can do with them. They have 5 Molotovs, they have 5 smokes, they've got 5 nades, they can do plenty of damage, they can do plenty of delay.
It's not the most impressive pickup so far for Navi. A little bit more with the extra AK, but the Galil and the Deagle, and on their side, the grenades just not looking great. So
there's going to be a whole host of people at the moment triggered that Simple is the one with the Deagle.
I'm guessing if he called for something else, they would have given it to him. So maybe he's just saying, you know what, I've got this. Oh, boom, and she's so flashed. He could not see anything at all.
There's that utility usage. Perfect nade down, the Molotov as well to split that play towards Banana, and now Simple has to risk a lot to go get that AK-47. He's going to be able to get it for free as they've backed off. And he's going to pick up the pace. And Astralis have made a bold read. They've rotated everyone away from that B-bomb set except for Glaive. He's there all alone at the moment. If Simple challenges this, oh, that's a near headshot. That could have opened everything up.
Simple obviously not knowing what we know, that he could have probably tried to challenge that, but he has to play it safe. Closing in on the minute mark. Sip is now back to help out Glaive, which makes a lot of sense.
And now it's even more desperate for Navi in a 4-on-5. Utility being used. They have no progress, nowhere to go, but running out of utility, they need to find a kill in open space.
Yeah, right now trying to get some control in the middle, but grenades are raining in, doing more damage. Dupree still right by Arch, so they have a pretty good read on this. Electronic hiding inside of the smoke, which has just been his theme pretty much throughout this whole series. Charging through and taking down Dupree. He's been so good at playing inside of it. Let's see if Magus could do anything here. It's going to be close range with the MP9, and he'll win that fight immediately, but taken down by Perfecto, leaving alone in the pit. Device backup is coming, but I don't think it'll get there in time. He has to get at least a kill to buy a little bit more time. 20 seconds, and they're closing in, and this is an uncomfortable range for the MP9. Flamey right on top, almost stomping on his head as the bomb goes down, and it's now a 2-on-2. And Flamey, he's got that great crossfire with Simple. How do they get through this one, Astralis? They have a single flashbang, but I don't know. As soon as they step on that line, they're going to be in the field of fire of both these players. And Simple not even waiting for it. Not even allowing them any space. Glaive now in a 1 versus 2 with the UMP. And this should be impossible. He's trying to just find one fight without exposing himself. He's going to take down Flamey, and Simple's on the other side. He's got the head armor, and that UMP not shooting through that pillar at all. Now the Deagle's out instead, and he goes down. Simple will take care of business. Navi picking up the round.
That was pretty close, though, from Glaive with that UMP. He had a shot there against Simple. But you do like to see Simple be assertive in that fashion. And I like the patience as well, as they have to find out where Device is, either in the bomb site or in the pit. They're patiently waiting for Perfecto to get into position to come through that smoke. And yeah, they baited him a little bit, but it's the correct bait. It allows them the opening to get the bomb planted. Yeah. First round on the board for Navi. Astralis buy up Deagles. They got a shotgun on Dupree. But again, you got to say for this attack on Navi, Electronic opens everything with that kill on Glaive.
As a legendary analyst and coach once said, Yanko, it's a thin line between teamwork and baiting. So
there's a lot of truth to it. As silly as it sounds.
No, that's why it's so good. I love it.
Ooh, that's Simple taking some liberties. Flamey trades him off. And that shotgun's going to sink back into a range that's not that effective. And this is Navi just getting picked apart one by one. Not a whole lot of teamwork coming out at the moment. Magus along the wall gets Goosh. There's the shotgun. Perfecto has to win this, but he just can't. He just can't do it, and it's the only one left. Flamey is traded, and Astralis is right back.
Haven't we had enough of this on Nuke? I thought we left this chapter behind where Navi, you take the lead and then kind of give it back, or at least give something back to Astralis. 3-1.
I have to imagine that's why the timeout is being called. I mean, that's a start on Inferno that you just don't want to have. Your team maybe feeling a little bit too pressured, maybe going a little bit fast, definitely losing a little bit of focus here. You obviously don't expect that fight all the time, but in a third map, those are the mistakes that you just can't survive with. You can't be happy about.
Meg is saying, sorry, I'm not communicating more. I'm really tired, or something to that effect. So, yeah, I guess he was just, you know, zoned in on whatever job he was doing then. Communication, pretty important after all.
Well, Navi again going for the hero buy. Simple with the Krieg. And remember, this is exactly the kind of round that won them nuke. It's one Krieg on Simple and Glocks on everyone else. And here he's got to have a chance to power his team and do another round win.
Cautious start here.
That's a bit unreasonable with the odds. Still not favored. Still not a whole lot of faith, but it's close at the very least. We're back to where we started the series at.
Yeah, it's returned to normality. I don't know. Maybe it is reasonable after all. You know, it is the best team in the world, so maybe it does make some kind of sense. Simple with the Krieg once again. They actually did make that work on Nuke when they had it. I think it was Boomich weirdly opening up that round with a Glock, but then Simple did follow it with the Krieg. So it could be done. Oh, Flamey this time. That's the pre in Graveyard.
This is a dangerous position for Glaive, though. And we've seen Navi lose a little bit of the details in the pressure. This cannot be one that they don't check. Glaive knows they're coming. Electronic, gonna be first up. It's so slow. He triples him up. Absolutely stunning play from Glaive, and that should end the round.
Flamey gets dropped. I'll tell you what, if you're Glaive holding that angle, the nightmare scenario is that
Electronic jumps with that Glock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The jump around the corner is the thing you don't want.
So I'm amazed they didn't go for it. Just go for the hard bait for Simple. Just get out there and don't let them have that kind of a spray down. But obviously difficult. If you jump and they're all the way back at the half wall, then you're not really providing your team with a whole lot. This is also, you have to say, Glaive picks the absolute perfect time to peek, and I don't know how he's done it. They're all lined up. Simple can't even respond. He's got teammates in the way. And he talked about that in the interview, the frustration and the stress of himself trying to perform for his team that just needs more time, but he's ready to start winning right now.
You have to hope so. Leave all that behind as well as you can. It's sort of a weird skill, but you have to try and see if you could get over it quickly. Electronic, he has a good feeling. I'm guessing he knows, but Glaive comes out. Electronic maybe firing a few too many bullets there, and I feel like Glaive should have been dead.
Sandbags provide a lot of cover. They're going to have to recover that AK-47, and they do. It's on Boomich. We still have not seen him get into this series. He's 0-5 at the moment. He was 7-19 on Train.
Yeah, he's been playing an outrageous game, a really amazing series. Hard to, you know, you want to ask for more, but maybe it's too much. Boomich also having a really rough start to this game. 0-0-5, Perfecto at 1-1-5. So that's actually a problem right now for Navi, is getting the kills.
Megas and Dupree doubled up in pit, though. They're at the broken wall. There's no Molotov to force them out. There's no nade stack to deal damage. There's nothing to force them into the open. And even if one player goes down, the odds that you clear for a second is brutal.
Yeah, you will have a hard time doing that. Device is going to get smoked out, and he'll just try and see if he can get lucky as they come wrapping around with 30 seconds. But as you said, 2 in pit is hard to check for. They've just found the 1, but how do they do with the rest here? 25 seconds, and that's the bomb. Oh, he's trying for that spray. That's actually... Oh, God, Dupree! He was ready for it. Grenade lands on top, but it's not going to be enough. The bomb will get planted, but still, Simple and Perfecto. Look at their positions. They're way out in the open. How do they find a way to win this?
You don't. They have no cover to go eliminate Dupree, and now the Flames is going to force Perfecto into the open. This is so awkward for the young player. Forced into the one safe spot that he has, but that's going to get pre-aimed and pre-fired. He's got 1. Simple still not yet into the action, and he's got to take risks. There's the first. He knows exactly where Zip is. He knows he's cornered as well, and he can't find it. A 5th round for Astralis, but that was actually closer than I expected.
Yeah, much closer. I agree. They had so many grenades as well. They could have easily flashed or anything like that. Close, but not close enough. 5-1.
If they have a smoke down at small pit, they're able to at least double up and get aggressive on towards pit. But with no cover, you just play with what you've got.
This is a wild. I mean, he maybe could have had this kill, but the fact that he's just immediately on point with that aim. Because Flamey is obviously waiting. He's like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, he's not getting the kill. When he swings out, I've got him.
Yeah, if you flush him out. Also, I don't know what Zonic just said there, but I thought that was a great wide swing from Magisk. Yeah, you know they're wrapping, take the fight, and then you set up the bait perfectly for Dupree.
AK and pistols. Navi. I mean, they're doing so much damage to the Astralis economy, you could kind of understand why they want to keep the pressure on. They're just looking for that one round to break the economy and then get back in the game. But if it's just a long series of uncashed checks, like that's not going to help you.
Sometimes the most frustrating. Keeping up the pressure, though. One AK-47 on Perfecto. This is going to be a B hit. And Glaive, again, all alone. He does have a smoke, but that better be a perfect smoke. That better be essentially a wall for Navi when it eventually goes down.
And there's the question of timing, right? Because even the perfect smoke, if they're right in front of it as it lands, they will not respect it.
Zipix is on the way back right now to the B bomb site, so I'm wondering if Glaive is going to toss this out right now. Flashbang, and they're just going to go right through it. That's a perfect counter flash, but there's no smoke for CT spawn. I don't know if it missed, but Zip is going to rain down death from afar, but he's missed his shots. That's tough to deal with. Boomich down low. That's going to be frustrating. What a great shot from Flamey.
Leaving Maze dead on the other side. Bomb is going to be planted right now. The Dupree's at least going to be called in, but Sip, he could still do some damage here with that AK-47. One of them low on health, and he's going to try and check for it. Not quite. He's actually covered behind the fountain. I think now he found out, but he still gets dinked. That's pretty good for Boomich, actually, and that boost up behind, and Simple would clean up the round. That's huge out of Navi, and, you know, just the timing there, you saw it. Glaive alone for a long time, and Sip almost being there, but
actually,
not quite.
I mean, the timing almost seemed fine just because there's no smoke in CT spawn. He had his chances to cover Glaive in a huge fashion, or at least add one, maybe two more kills onto it as they tried to cross. Missed his shots, which is unfortunate. He got Perfecto. It's the follow-up from here. Over the top, Boomich takes out Glaive, and one player able to cross over, and you like this from Simple still. Remaining aggressive, taking the fights. You want to talk about uncashed checks. This would be a big one to miss out on. Astralis fully bought up. They've got absolutely nothing in the bank behind this.
Yeah, this is where, you know, the whole logic of the aggressive buying and everything, it all works out if you just win this one round. But if you don't, then, yeah, suddenly it doesn't make that much sense, and Astralis will just shrug and say, that's fine. We're right back in it. I wonder if Device is going to play aggressive with that AWP. I almost think he has to a little bit. Like, he has to look for a fight because they don't have a lot of smokes to buy time with otherwise. He's running towards...
It's that, or you use him. Maybe instead of leaving Glaive at the B bomb site, you leave Device at the B bomb site alone so he can just have cover of Banana with the AWP. They haven't pushed out. Not a lot of utility to feel safe in doing it.
Pretty
Question
cool.
is, will Navi have the read of the economy? Will they think there's going to be an AWP in play?
It's a pretty cool boost, this one in Boiler. If you get up the stairs like Flamey is a second away from doing, you might not check this. He's showing his face. Now they have to back out immediately. You can't stick around. Once that doesn't work, you need to escape. And they're going to be back around their corner. Glaive and Device still doubling up on the B bomb site.
Oh, that's a bold wide swing. Yeah, they have no idea the AWP is in play. Otherwise, I don't think Electronic is making that play. He was very close to going down. Perfecto and Flamey pressuring at top mid. They've got cover of smoke on each side. 3 smokes left for the Navi attack.
That's a pretty powerful grenade. But these are some great fundamentals right now for Navi. Magisk is trying his best to break that up by still being in top mid, so just see what's happening with the C-set 75, and he's going to do a lot more damage. And Navi now starting to lose health, and I'm getting real worried now.
Yeah, they've lost so much HP, and they haven't gained a whole lot for it. This has not been efficient. They're still not even up mid quite yet with control. Just now moving in, but so much nades left on Astralis. Still 2 smokes. Those are on Glaive and Device. Dupree has 1 flashbang.
Flamey, are they going to Molotov out? No, they do it in the pit instead. It's Flamey still opening up on Sip and taking him down in Graveyard. That's really good. 18 seconds on the clock. Magisk and Dupree, the crossfire is broken by the smoke, and Navi are on the bomb site, and they'll clean it all up. That was very, very late in the round, but once the execute came in, it was dead on perfect.
I cannot believe that worked out so well. That's a suffocating hit from Navi to get their 3rd and to take the money away. The question is, how much are they willing to lose to get this AWP out of Device's hands? Simple, Boomich, and Electronic, all up Banana. So the answer is 3 players. They will risk all of that for this 1 weapon.
Yeah, take it all. Why not? Why leave that gun in the game? I mean, they probably don't know that it's there yet, but now they do. Electronic will find him. That's well done for Navi. Really impressive. Keeping their cool all the way in the end. There's so many things that were happening in that round. It's hard to even call them all out at the same time. But simple Molotoving the pit means Flamey has a clear shot towards the graveyard. He doesn't have to worry about anyone sort of immediately being there. And then they smoke off pit afterwards so that the crossfire between Device and Dupree, I guess, just couldn't really do anything. Just a lot of cool grenades and good timing for Navi in that round.
Yeah, Dupree waiting in pit for his teammates to have contact to delay so he can pop up and have some kind of an impact, and his teammates just all died instantly. Gotta be a bit frustrating. Well, they've cashed it, Anders.
They've finally done it.
Yep.
Now it's time to, you get that win, just time to leave the casino, isn't it? Just get everything you can from here on out.
Or do you double down?
Well,
it's an esports play.
It is the esports double down. I was going to say, I know you wouldn't. I know Semler would.
Backing off of Banana. Good kill onto Glaive. 5 USPs. Semler's in the green room like, shut the hell up, Anders. Shut up.
I'm going to tell this story anyway. I had Semler at one point in Vegas telling me he'd figured out how the roulette works. It's one of my favorite moments of all time, not going to lie. Meg is close here, and, well, I appreciate it. He was enjoying the moment inside of the smoke,
Took a risk.
Didn't pay off.
Well, Navi might just walk right into the stack. No delay, no flashbangs, and it's just USPs, so they should be able to negate things. But there's a chance this gets spicy. There's the first USP. The second one has not been engaged just yet. Good kill from Device. And Zip is having a tough time. A really tough time. A very awkwardly tough time. It's Windows 98. It's blue screened.
Yeah, he needs rebooting. I've
shut him down, start it back up.
I swear he was not even anywhere near. That was, well. For a round to have issues in, I guess, when you've got USPs, like, all right, fair enough.
Well, I mean, you wonder as well. You had that round with the M4 back towards CT spawn. It's got to get, someone needs to defrag Zipnix.
Yeah, that's not even a thing anymore. Now with SSDs, they don't need defragging.
It's actually bad to
people
defrag,
won't,
isn't it?
Yeah, I think people don't want to understand that reference. Yeah, it's bad because you can only write in those cells for a number of times. So.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
I'm just saying, Jason. Yeah.
5-4 for Astralis.
My point was just that you can't be making defragging references. The young kids, they won't know what you're talking about.
Dated me.
Who is this guy? Like, you need to clear that magnetic tape and just what is this?
Hard drive conversations, always exciting.
Yeah, well, I would have continued, but you guys will have to wait for the podcast about that. 5-4 now.
Shotgun on Magisk. Pistols and utility and light armor on the rest of Astralis.
They've got them in a very cool position now, but they can convert this into so much. Because even in the upcoming, I guess actually they do have enough of a bank to get even enough grenades, but...
I wonder how much pressure Astralis feels like they're under. Have they used 2 timeouts? I think Astralis has used. This is the second one for Navi. I think Astralis might have used 1 or 2 already. How many do they want to risk here to try and feel like they're going to have a solid CT side?
Yeah, that's a good point. He's got the Mag 7 on Magisk, CC, a 5-7 on Sip. So a man of culture, in other words. Not enough players out there with the 5-7, I feel.
Well, he's certainly done with the USP.
Yeah, no more of that. Well, push right through the smoke. Electronic happy to take that fight. Not enough flashbangs behind to make that even interesting, though. Flame is here and Magus turns around, flashed in, and he's immediately gone. It's a lot of pellets right to the chest.
I like this. I like this aggression so much. Simple has no idea he's been there. Neither does Perfecto. Magus can make a huge play. He can save and turn this around for Astralis. This is so massive. If Device has the information or delays them just a little bit, Magus is going to pounce. And the bomb is there as well. Boomich, he's going to go down, and now it's revealed.
Oh, Device, he wants to turn the corner on the other side while they're all looking. He shows a little bit of hip, I think, and has to fall back. But yeah, they've got to be under a lot of pressure. Simple snuck in. He's right behind Glaive. Definitely go for it. Now's the time to do it. He's just backing up, and they was in his personal space at that point in time. You know how it is.
Didn't like that. Feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I respect the fact that he didn't go for the knife either. He's done that before. Perfecto. Knows. They know Magisk is somewhere in alt mid. Surely Electronic clears this. He definitely will now, but Simple's got him first. Device, it's his turn for the peak. This is actually scary. They're whittling them down, and it's all on Zip.
Oh, I mean, surely they check this. 5-7 in the hands, and that's a great range for it. He gets the immediate kill now, going to put up the smoke and just try and buy time. 25 seconds, he's actually up on the sandbags, and Simple is just going to say, you know what, I need this bomb pump before we can even continue this fight, and he will get it somehow. A 1 versus 2 now with the bomb down, and Simple with a chance to really save his team here. The Krieg has been picked up on the other side. That smoke is doing a little bit now, and Simple, he'll fall all the way back here, but once they know where he is, they've got a little bit of time. Obviously, no diffuse kit on either Astralis player, and Simple is ready. He wants that straight headshot to close this into a one-on-one, and then he can buy time, and there it is. What a flick to come through. Oh, he gets another one! Quad kill to take them down! 13-5. What a magnificent play.
And you love to see a star player like that step up, giving the interview that he's battling his own demons and his own desire for victory. And he still just drills a clutch in that fashion. A real sketchy one as well with the way Zipnik's played that. You're not in that situation too frequently. Perfection from Simple.
Just the fact that he ignored him while he was jumping around inside of the smoke, I guarantee you that is so hard to do. You want to stick around for another second to take that fight, and I think that would have been the end of the round. What an amazing clutch. 5-5 now is the scoreline. Astralis nearly stealing that round. But they have a lot of grenades in this one.
And for a team that's looked scattered and disorganized, they handled that push from Magisk very well. The constant pressure of Magisk and alt mid, Device peeking Boiler and down mid. There was a real chance that could have collapsed very quickly, very brutally for Navi. Flamey's up in halls. He has control of Boiler. He's been doing a pretty good job. We saw him lurk with the Deagle earlier to find one kill. That's a big frag from Glaive.
He ducked under. If he had stood up, who knows, he could have peeked right into that shot, even with the flashbang. But ducking right under. Molotov actually to force him almost into a fight. Perfecto going down. That's a pretty nice flick there. And he sees Simple and continues. He actually walked into that bullet, I think. So from Navi's point of view, this is a little bit unfortunate because they were on a pretty good run here. But perfect round from Astralis. Nobody going down. And that allows them to save so much money on Navi's side, though.
Yeah, they really do. But if you're Astralis, that makes you feel good. 5 players surviving. You maintain the lead at 6-5. Navi still haven't taken that away from you. And you stop a 4-round streak.
And you get 3 Kriegs. That's a lot.
That's pretty brutal.
Still, I mean, they could keep up the pressure here, Navi. 5 rounds is... I'm pretty excited if I'm Navi about having 5 rounds on T-side Inferno here. Now it's just adding as much as you can on top. Device is thinking about it. There is an op down there, but it's Boomich who will be first in line, and Device will take him right down.
Simple wanted to get aggressive. He wanted to trade that back immediately, but the Molotov and the nades just forced him back. Same within Boiler. Astralis covering their retreat from an aggressive to a passive defense. And willing to just play with the man advantage, a pretty standard setup.
It's really rough for Navi when they haven't cleared up Banana yet, because that does allow Astralis to cheat some of the rotations if they feel it.
The nice thing is Electronic knows there's at least no one at car, and that's you know, kind of the first position you have to worry about when you come back here. That smoke at the half wall is a bit rough, especially with the utility usage that is now wasted.
Yeah. Grenade doesn't do that much. Electronic hoping to take that fight inside of the smoke, but they're going to be falling back now, and Astralis just still some smokes left on the Navi side, but they have that 4-on-5, and with Sip and Glaive both here, Glaive still has a smoke in his hand, and that's what's going to make this almost impossible.
It's just a pop flash over. Here it comes. They're going to go through that smoke again. Zip with the spray. He had it lined up, and if the first 2 players don't make it through, the second 2 definitely aren't going to try, especially because they're pretty much out of money. Simple with the op. They're going to save. Astralis extend now again to a 2-round lead, 7-5.
I think they even had the right idea in terms of going quick around that corner. Yeah. They just needed the opening.
Well, back-to-back rounds of Astralis surviving with 5 players, so...
They're going to be rich.
Yeah, they're going to be rich, and it's going to be hard to take it away from them.
Sip, Glaive, and Magus call it 10 kills at the moment, so pretty good team effort for Astralis right now, even though this definitely has not... Again, we're quite far removed from the really confident and comfortable Astralis, but it still might be enough.
Yeah, they still do feel like they're coming into this year and playing themselves into shape to a certain degree. Look much better from yesterday, I'll say.
A definite improvement, you're right.
Simple with the ult. Gonna take an aggressive fight. He's got the first. Glaive gonna try and play around the smoke. I think Simple knows. I think he's aware of the possibility. He's looking for any indication.
Giving a weapon back, even Glaive finding one, and the jumping scope from Simple, surely that is never going to work. And Device has taken a kill in the meantime. There's the follow-up on Dupree. Drop Boomage. It was, I love the aggression. You have to do something, but...
I mean, Navi got baited into low percentage fights with that smoke up in their face, trying to turn that corner as well, thinking you're just going to catch Glaive on his own. They get played by Astralis here at Top Banana. And how quickly, from a man advantage, from a 5-on-4 that Simple provided to now 2-man down.
I could understand why he wanted to continue it. He's had a pretty amazing game in the first half here. It's 14-6 right now on him. He's doing very well at the moment.
Now, there is a boost in the back of this bomb site. So once this is spotted, if Glaive doesn't get this first kill, Navi's going to know where both players are. Flamey looking, Glaive waiting for his moment, timing this. There's the peek. They still haven't spotted him. Oh, and it's going to be Simple who pays. Flamey finds that, but good double peek from Dupree. Astralis only losing 2 players now in the past 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's obviously going to give them a great economic basis. But on the other side of it, Navi are in a, in one of those positions now. If they force into this round, it's going to be okay.
That's 2.5 maps of frustration.
It's all bottled up inside.
He's not had a good series, and I think especially because he played so well yesterday, he's going to be ultra frustrated.
Everyone has to have a game or a match like this every once in a while. Just seems to be the case. 5-8. If they force into the round, it's going to be very questionable with the grenades, and if they don't, then it's giving Astralis just a pretty good lead. I mean, they already have a little bit of a lead build up. 5 rounds. Yeah, they're going to go for a bit of a semi-buy instead. I don't have a strong disagreement with this.
No, I mean, it worked for them earlier, but they had the option of, grinding down the economy. Now with only 2 rounds left, you don't really care about the economy situation at this point. You're hitting tab and you're seeing how many players have survived for Astralis in the past few rounds, and they just have way too much money to ever take that away from them. So this is just a bit of a Hail Mary, see if you can steal a round before the final one of the half.
Early grenade exchange, not doing too much. That follow-up, though, is really good. And suddenly Navi are losing a lot of health. And, yeah, perfecto. Gotta be careful. They're shooting through the wall as well. And he's already dropped quite low.
Ooh, look at this aggression towards Rapside. Through the smoke, back towards CT Spawn. A split to the B bomb site, but Device has the first. Flamey's got to win this. What a tough duel. Or he's at least got to freeze Device in place. You can see Zip is rotating back to help out as well. And the smoke is still up. And now that second prong of the attack can do nothing. And I just spotted dualies.
You did. I didn't even want to mention it, but there you go.
I got you.
You're right. There's supposed to be 2 different arms of this attack, and once one of them is gone, yeah, the people waiting on the other side for the breakthrough moment when they get called in, it's like there's nothing. Radio silence.
Yeah, the breakthrough moment is now just like lambs to the slaughter.
Well, they've set up a smoke. Doubt that's going to save them, but it's better than nothing. I think Device clipping Perfecto mid-air, and somewhere in there is Simple. Finally going to get found. 9-5. Device with a triple in that round.
The 2 bomb site B defenders for Astralis. Glaive has 327 utility damage in this half so far. Zipnix has 269. So just the nade work, the Molotovs at that bomb site are just so brutal at the moment. Navi is losing so much HP trying to take that portion of the map, which, again, if you've been watching Astralis for the past 2 years, should be no surprise.
You know what, Jason? He threw away the dualies.
Why?
Because he's smart, I guess.
Okay. Here's an uppercut. There goes Perfecto. Question is, can Magus get away? Does he want to get away? It doesn't look like it.
He's embracing the madness. Yeah, I think it was the second where he was like, no, I can't get back. And Electronic will push through. The timing is absolutely perfect, and able to punish it.
That might have been a situation where Device was supposed to be covering him, but maybe just had some nades in his hands. Also, you'd never, as a defender, want to dedicate too many resources to keeping that player alive. That's how your defense overextends and just falls apart. And Astralis trusting in the fact that they've been so dominant at the B bomb site, they can leave just the one defender there. Glaive has rotated over, him and Device playing on ramp side.
Smoke in middle, Glaive in front of it. Dupree and Device are ready in case there's some kind of huge pop-up coming out of apartments. They could turn around and probably had a pretty good crossfire. There's the flashbang to set it up. Oh, it's a really good flashbang. Device still gets one long range, and he's ready in case they come out. But not ready for Simple. That creep will take him down, and Glaive turns for it. 40 seconds. He gets shot in the back by Electronic, and that leaves it all on Sip here for the 15th round. 1 versus 2. He's got his knife out, sneaking around the corner into the smoke. There should be no way for him to get through, but he walks right in, undetected, and only gets the 1 kill. Simple with the double 9-6 at the end of the half, with Simple leading the board at 16-8. A great start here to Inferno.
It did actually end up feeling a bit disjointed. I remember that round, and I think it was just because of the weird positioning inside of the pit and jumping up on the bike. It was just a bit awkward for him, but still they still win it out, so no harm done. 9-6 in the favor of Astralis, but they've switched over to the attacking side. All 5 players in alt mid.
So, I'm so happy about the fact that it's 9-6. Close call there. Magus will pick up Simple, and now they're going to be wrapping around so quick. Electronic, if he goes down, this A-bomb side has no defense left at all. He's going to make it around, and at least he's alive, but Glaive is controlling middle, and they're getting the bomb in as well. And oh, he nearly catches him. If Boomich dies here, then there's no flank from that side, and Glaive will crouch in for the kill. This is a huge problem for Navi. I don't know how they can bring this back.
Yeah, Simple peeked holes because he heard Flamey fighting. I believe that was Flamey at the boiler stairs, but he thought that fight was going to distract them a little bit. Unfortunately, he just gets dropped, and there's no retaking this bomb site, even in a 4-on-5. That's just so difficult. This round goes to Astralis. It'll be a 10th.
Was that the P250 that dropped Simple? Is that why that fight was so quick?
I didn't see it. It wasn't on camera, but we certainly saw where he died.
Yeah.
Right at that corner with the CZ, which is especially the weapon you want them to get close up. You want them to be rushing down holes with that weapon.
Yeah, you'd be excited to find that kind of a fight. Well, 10-6 and a pretty good start. Now, obviously, if you're Astralis, all you're thinking now is don't let go of the second round. It is not worth it, is it? They did continue, but they lost the 3rd round last time to Navi.
Yes, well, that was the round they forced up the AK-47s. Yeah, you can see it. Megas even dealing with a little bit of aim punch as well. That is a nice recovery. Just a Glock.
Just the Glock, yeah.
Glocks.
17th round, and that's a heavy investment for Navi, considering what they had in the bank. They are going to be able to put up a fight in this one. Simple looking to be early with the scout, but yeah, realizing a few more seconds and they'd be turning that corner.
Ooh, this is 2 rounds that Astralis have started this half with massive amounts of aggression. The pistol round, and now they're all the way up mid in the first, 15 seconds. Back to the B bomb site. Boomich spots one. He's kind of lucky to get away with his life. But there's a whole lot of bodies, and once Astralis has the go signal, they are not going to stop. Boomich, no smoke. He's at the corner. He needs that first kill at least. Ooh, he's going to get away. They don't turn the corner. There was a flashbang from a teammate that shut them down. Perfecto is here. Simple is here. Navi couldn't ask for anything better.
They're coming through, almost coming through the smoke. They're a little bit hesitant, and now the cleanup's begun in the bomb site. Boomich going down, and I think Navi, they probably did need to run through that smoke. That spam is not going to do anything. And Simple, he's waiting on the one side. It's still a 3-on-3, and there is a distinct lack of a bomb plant right now for Astralis. They're still delaying that just a minute now, finally trying to go for it. Magus, I think he was just baiting it out, and he gets the kill on Electronic, so they've got so much time to work with Astralis. They're finally going to try and see if they can follow it through. The bomb does get planted. Simple, has he got a chance? No, Device is there. That looked like maybe a second, and he could have had that headshot.
Yeah, if he pulled that trigger, and that got a headshot, then there's a real opportunity. Instead, Perfecto maybe just trying to grab one as this round slips away from Navi. So the force-up doesn't work. Astralis is able to convert the second round, and now the situation is dire. That's a good shot. No chance of winning the round, but damage would be nice.
Not going to get to save it. Aggressive. The fact that Navi had so many people at that bomb site, I don't know if Astralis know it yet, but if they rewatch this particular round, they might be thinking, man, it's a good luck that they didn't flash their way through the smoke and ran right there, and that could have been very bad.
And you have to think, you know, at this point in the series, they had to have talked to each other and just been like, listen, Electronic is playing with every smoke. He's getting aggressive around the edge of these smokes. That's a heads up fake on the plant, especially when you know there's so much pressure already at the B bomb site.
Look at what Navi did. One flashbang makes me proud. I'm happy. Whatever the outcome is, they just set up for a cool trick here.
It could be perfect. 3 players in Banana. Device leading the way with an AK-47. They're staggered well enough that even if this flash does come out, I don't think it's going to catch enough players to turn this round, but it is possible.
Yeah, that is part of the problem, isn't it? That it'll be hard to flash all 4 or 5 people around the corner. There we go, flashbangs out, and it'll catch at least one of them, and Device, no trouble cleaning it up, so I don't care. I still appreciate it.
Yeah, there's a counter flash from Glaive at the exact perfect time. I don't even think he meant it necessarily as a counter. He was just tossing it out to get some kind of a response, and a little bit of luck on his side. It goes perfectly. Simple, the last one left, but it's just a matter of time. Ooh.
Good night. We'll get him in the end. Dupree was actually flanking around there, but clean shot anyway.
Well, it's got to start now. Navi, they don't have a whole lot of room to work with. 12-6. Astralis is 4 rounds away from dodging this bullet and winning this series. Navi have to get started immediately.
They got, I think, most of the tools they probably need, don't they? Maybe lacking a couple of Molotovs, but ultimately, put that drink down, get back in the game. 12-6. Yeah, now's the time. They've got the AWP, they've got a fair amount of grenades, and they've got some good damage on Glaive.
Oof, odds are very brutal. That's gotten worse due to the score at halftime and obviously the lost pistol round.
Yeah, public confidence dwindling. About to be voted out of office entirely.
Boomich just waiting. Yeah, he's over at the flower pot, just peeking in, looking for any indication of where the hit's going to come. He's got no smoke. Flamey has a nade out. He's got smoke Molotov as well for delay. They're putting Perfecto, their young player, their newest addition, in some really tough roles in this series.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, he was at the inner bomb site on Train. He was at the, I believe, upper bomb site on Nuke, and now he's the wrap side and the rotator to the B bomb site here on Inferno. None of those are fun.
You know, they really are high-intensity positions, and you know you can easily make a mistake.
That require you to read the play, read the game, read the round as well.
Yeah. Well, he's playing an off angle here at Arch, and that works perfectly. Another follow-up, though, and Glaive will just barely survive. Simple. Can't see much behind that smoke, and he's inside of it now. If he misses a shot, Glaive will surely get him, and Glaive is actually sneaking right past him. Oh, this is such a crazy play for Glaive. That smoke fades, and oh, he almost had him. That could have been the kill to open up the bomb site, but Simple is so quick, and he'll take him down. 17 seconds on the board, and how do they cross this? They're trying to smoke him off, but Simple, he wants to help out. He wants to save Electronic with the AWP. He gets a kill. 9 seconds left. No scope, not connecting, and the bomb will go down. Device will just catch him, and now it's a 2-on-2. Man, Simple is a hero in this round if they actually win it.
I don't know. That was massive. He needed one more. This is going to be so difficult to retake. There's no kits either. No kits, no nades. I don't know how Navi gets back into this. Boomich going to lead the way with Flamey behind him.
And this is off angle for Device. They do actually peek it, but he gets a headshot regardless. Dropping Boomich on the ground, and Flamey, he's quick to look into the pit, but as you said, no kit. It's going to be all day for him to try and defuse this, and I think that's pretty much already done. No kit to pick up. He's going to take a creek and just try and run for it. And a parting headshot, but it will still be Astralis to pick up that 13th round.
Yeah, Astralis is so fine with that, even losing all 5 players. It doesn't matter. They're inching closer to victory in this series.
Wow, I mean...
Surely it's a timeout for Navi. They need to figure out exactly how they want to handle the economy down the stretch. Just the one Krieg to play with.
Look at what a buddy Simple is. He was sort of low on health, and he just runs through the smoke that was set up for him just to help out Electronic, and it nearly worked. Ooh, they're feeling the pressure, aren't they?
Yeah, they fully bought up. 2 FAMAS, SMG on Boomich. Really tough affair, and again, aggression from Astralis, and again, Navi wants nothing to do with it. They don't want to fight. Oh, Perfecto, he's going to turn this corner. Great flashbang. Great flashbang from a teammate.
If he'd taken one more step around that corner, he's done. But now the rotation is in. Boomich and Flamey occupying Arch and Library. Glaive getting absolutely caught there. That's a lot better now. Ooh, Simple. If they could get just one good flashbang off against him, that could actually work out. He's now holding the corner. He's going to have the information, and he just wants to wait it out now. Backup is being called for. He takes the fight as they're throwing grenades. Again, another high-level play coming out from him in bomb plant. Fine. It's a 5-on-2.
Let him have it. Don't do this. Don't risk it. Wait for your teammate. You need a solid retake. You need as many players surviving. That was almost sketchy, and if they lost both players, that would have been so dangerous, and Device can still close out this round. If he takes out the flank, it's so doable.
That Molotov actually buying a lot of time on the one side. Device getting a kill, but Magus, I think, overexposed. I think he thought maybe that Molotov was going to do a lot more than it did, and now it's all on Device. This, again, should by all means be impossible for him to do. He's now out in the open, and they clean him up. Simple will take care of it. A triple kill. And a very, very scary round.
A very, very scary round. 13-7, and again, Simple saving the day. He is having an incredible individual effort on this map. 22-12. He's doubled up on his next closest teammate. Flamey's only at 11. Everyone else in single digits. It's the Simple show here on Inferno. Yeah,
to some extent versus Device on the other team, who's at 23. They are
neck and neck. 23-13, 22-12. And Astralis playing a conservative economy game with a 6-round lead. No need to force up here and have a sketchy buy when you can do a half investment or a small investment and have a very, very strong one in the next round. Nade is out, decent damage.
Simple getting a bit close for comfort, but he does have a wonderful crossfire to take care of all of that. Boomich trading places with Device down here. Funny moment. Ready for more. It's pretty good. A couple of kills, and yeah, I think, again, Navi probably going to be fine with this at the moment.
Yeah, but there's a chance. If Glaive gets one more kill, this hurts. Remember, the economy is a win condition for Astralis at this point. They can grind that down, even in losing rounds, even if you're just killing 3 players each and every time. Eventually, Navi's going to have the stress of not enough money to get an AWP, a Molotov, a kit. And with the kind of aggressive play that we saw in this round, it's not lending itself to preserving life on the CT side.
Yeah, he wants to get the most out of this round possible. That's a good point as well with the money. Getting that last kill in 2,050 is the most that they have on the Navi side on any one player. So definitely could be painful. Flamey's out there. And the M4 turning the corner. Quick jump, revealing everything, and now the rotation's going to be in, and Flamey's playing this exactly like you want. Just buying time, make sure that there's never going to be enough space for it as well, but 20 seconds shouldn't really be possible, and it's a nice check. Well done. Just the buying time is so valuable. Because if he takes the fight immediately and loses it, and suddenly Glaive gets the bomb down, it's such a different scenario.
In a new position as well. Look at trading places. 13-8, just 5 rounds back for Navi. Simple back with the op in hand. But this round right here is what Astralis saved for. Plenty of money, 4,500 on Glaive and Zip. Device has 5K.
They have been really fast and aggressive on a number of occasions, Astralis, on this second half here.
And they've been given that space when they're aggressive up mid. Navi has mostly just fallen away from it. They haven't wanted to take the fight, so it's going to be interesting to see if Astralis adjusts anything, maybe slow things down.
I mean, talking it over right now, trying to figure out exactly how to crack this open. They really don't need that much more, Astralis. The Navi economy is still suffering really heavily, so...
The winner of this would go on to play Vitality or Complexity, the loser of that matchup, and that match is later on today. The loser, we would see in a few months.
Yeah. I actually really look forward to that Vitality Complexity game as well. I think that's going to be a really fun match to watch, and you guys will have it soon enough. Simple and Perfecto on either side of the A bomb side with Electronic. He was early on at the B side. He's getting back just in time, but oh, it's close. Perfecto a little bit alone. There is a lot of people here, but no one on the other side, and that's why they're wrapping Astralis. No. This call is outrageous. If they had gone left instead, they would have ran into 3 people, but they find an empty bomb site. I can't believe it, and now they're just wrapping in, trying to get that bomb plant. The boost is not working on top of this, and Navi, what do? They almost have to give this one up.
You do. You have to save. This is just I don't even think Astralis meant for that to be a fake. That's just awkward positioning and awkward rotation, miscommunication. A second player was coming back from the B bomb site. That might open things up. Oh, that's definitely going to do it. They're going for this now.
Oh, surely not. I mean, that bomb has been down for a while. Dupree back in the corner, the Molotov pushing away. He goes down as well, Electronic with a kill, and that leaves Device 1 versus 3, and he tries it, but it's not enough. Can they actually find that bomb?
They've got it. They've definitely got it. I am shocked.
That's absurd.
Where did those 2 kills come from? Was it mistakes? Was it through the smoke? Because, listen, it is not easy to win this. Whoa. Oh my God.
There's one, there's another.
You do not lose the A bomb site in a 5-on-5 retake very often, especially with smokes up in the choke points. That is unbelievable.
That looked like it should have been a straight save. I mean, good leg shot on Device. Ooh, trying for that jump. That was yeah. Don't give it back to them now, Navi, please. Man, what a lot of strength there is in this Navi team all of a sudden. If you're Astralis, this is crushing. You just made that work. You had them right where you wanted them.
Well, if you told me that a team was going to lose that kind of a retake, I would have never guessed it would have been Astralis. I mean, that just kind of goes to show. Bit rusty coming back into 2020 to start out this year, and Navi take advantage of it. All 5 players in Banana. It's going to be Boomich and Flamey to defend. Boomich has already been tagged up by the Deagle. Flamey does have a Molotov. If he can put that down appropriately, it could be so harsh because Glaive has to use the smoke for CT spawn for Boomich position. And a bit of a run boost coming in. That's always fun. We love that.
It's a very flat run boost, isn't it?
They always are, it feels. Ooh, don't overextend. Good adjustment from Flamey. 3 kills so far. Trying to deny the bomb plant, but just don't go down. Zip, applying the pressure. Good kill from Flamey, and there goes Magus. Simple with the final kill, 13-10. And now comes the story. We saw Astralis yesterday uncharacteristically against Complexity, crumbling a little bit under the pressure, cracking, and Complexity able to take advantage. Navi has that same opportunity right now.
They absolutely do. Denying the bomb plant as well, just a lot of little details there. 13-10. Device and Simple still battling for that top position, 25 and 24 kills at the moment. They're going head-to-head in this particular game. And right now, I mean, it's impossible to say who's going to be picking this one up. The economy is a huge factor, obviously, and Navi do have something that's building on their side. If they can build a real base and a real strength here, that's going to be a very hard job for Astralis to shut it down. Device? Oh, he's close. Do they know? I'm not sure if he does. Seems like they've made the assumption that no one is going to be here, and Boomich might have a huge chance for at least a bit of a surprise kill. Oh, the shadow is showing, but Boomich, he still picks up that kill.
Look at the response on the other side of the map as well. Simple was aggressive in halls, and with that man advantage, he just wants to preserve it. Oh, that's awkward. Electronic just gave up the angle. That's an important trade. He hears the footsteps. Zipnik's trying to open things up, and half blind. Electronic's got another. Coming alive here on the CT side, and he's going to sink himself back into the safety of the pit. Magisk and Glaive at a 2-on-4, but there's only 2 defenders here at the A bomb site. And Perfecto, by that smoke at small pit, is actually blocked off from helping.
Molotov, the challenge is in, and he's done a lot of damage there. Electronic, he goes down eventually, but it's not bad at all. Still at 3 versus 2. As long as Perfecto does not go down, it should be working out all right. Smoke off to try and see if they get the bomb plant down, and they need to take a deep breath here, Navi. They have the advantage going into this retake. They should definitely be able to do it. A lot of kits around, and just a single flashbang on Magisk. Is he going to go and try and challenge? Yeah, he's actually going to go a little bit aggressive. He can maybe see the shadow. There's the one headshot. Oh my god, and the follow-up as well. And he's ready to flash that side. Glaive taking a bit of a peek, but not finding anyone. And now it's Boomich versus Glaive, a one-on-one. And with the time that's already off that bomb, how do you make this happen? Glaive will take him down, and Astralis I can't believe this is a 2-on-4 victory after losing a round that they should not have been losing. This is all over the map.
And Electronic even got that dink in lane. He's going to be frustrated he wasn't able to clean up that kill. And that is not a tough clutch to watch from the sidelines. Magisk, as he's done since he's joined this team, just delivers in pretty much every high-pressure moment. Well, he's awake now. He said he was tired earlier. Not anymore.
He's always been pretty high, but with the beard, it's somehow even more intimidating. It's got that whole lumberjack thing going on. It's looking mean.
Lumberjack?
I don't know. That's, you know, that's what I thought of.
They've gone away from the Vikings.
I'm sure they, you know, were lumberjacks too, part-time, you know.
Boomich at top banana and Flamey in support at Coffins. And yeah, Astralis, they came out with that blistering pace. They've slowed things down now.
Very limited map information for Navi. They had Simple at the arch corner, and he's just been smoked off that position. So now they don't know anything about Banana, anything about top mid. That is very dangerous. Yeah, they're playing this super passive defense, so just automatically denying themselves information, and Flamey's going to get blocked off by smoke. Remember, when that comes in, Boomich is going to feel very, very much alone. Good grenade to clear him from the corner. He has to back off almost immediately. And now Boomich is feeling lonesome for backup. 40 seconds, and they're going to try and see if they can push their way through. He's still up here, and they don't know it at the moment. 35 seconds, and Flamey's showing up as well. They actually have a lot of defense now. There's the line up on Flamey. He gets 2 big kills, and now back in the side. He's swapping it out. Simple to take them down. Amazing defense. Just at the right moment, perfect utility for Navi to shut that down. Molotov in front of the smoke, and Flashbangs just bombed in. 14-11. That was so exciting. Apparently somebody spilled their water, so on the Navi side. Oh, this is good, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, the ending is beautiful. That was on such a nice edge for so long, though. Boomich on top of that box felt like he was going to be so alone. He didn't even realize he was surprising himself. Yeah, I agree. Like, Astralis, they're just petering on the edge of that smoke, and if they find the right timing to take down Boomich, then there is no defense anymore. But yeah, no one can come through. Yeah, there we go. You see the results? That's what you get. It's fine. I hope that's champagne. Ordering the champagne a bit early. Cool. Up to the room. Exactly right. I know Henry's watching as well, so he'll appreciate it. 14-11, 26th round here. That's a lot of paper towels. That's quite the spill. Don't think it'll save the keyboard, will it? No, keyboard might have to get replaced. He's probably got a couple lying around though. Yeah, I bet. I once did that with a keyboard, and I tried to just keep using it. And what would happen is eventually, whenever you put down like any one button, they would stay down just from the stickiness. Yeah, it's not good. Well. Got slow motion a nice tense pause in the action, unintended. I enjoyed. See, this is why we enjoy Inferno as a closing map, isn't it? Yeah. 14-11. This is everything you could want, and maybe a little bit more even. 25 kills on device, 26 on simple. Crazy game that we're witnessing at the moment. It's just the wide range of emotion from everyone. The depths of losing a clutch, and the excitement of pulling something crazy off. That is an incredible round for us to take this pause at. Yeah, once that has been replaced, we're going to be right back in. I mean, the money for Astralis is destroyed more or less. They can't force up into this round. They could maybe buy some upgraded pistols or something, but they're actually in a fair bit of trouble. There we go. Shields are up. We're ready. All right, Lana, we just heard from the Navi fans. Who wants Astralis to take this map? Oh, that's some. Well, let's get it on. Let's get out of this pause. 14-11. And Astralis, as you said, struggling for money. This will be a tough round to find. Maybe a round they can probe the defense, see what they're working with, and Simple wants to keep the pressure on, wants to remain aggressive. He certainly saw the gun barrel. Timing, he's just going to give it up. Yeah, not worth it, especially when they only have pistols. It's, play this one safe. Unlike the previous round where I was at least slightly complaining that they were playing so passively, in this one, I'm fine with it. Let him have the map, and you could win almost any fight at some of these corners, so it should be fine. dupreeh looking for a deagle shot, and maybe a chance.
Don't give it to him. Electronic and Pit, Perfecto in the site. Simple over at Library. And very passive, very far back at the moment for Astralis. dupreeh and Xyp9x really the only aggressors. Ooh, that's a quick shot. No head armor on Device, he had body armor. Oh, quick. That's fast with the flashbang from Perfecto. And Navi, now that Astralis has marched aggressively across the map, they're starting to eliminate everyone.
No issues here, no bomb plants, just dupreeh with a single deagle kill, and that will be all they get. 14-12. Navi edging back in the game. They've actually done a fairly impressive job. They've won 6 out of the last 7 rounds.
I mentioned earlier it was the Simple show. For some time it was at 27-15. He's leading the server, but flamie is starting to catch up. He's 20-15, and that is a beautiful thing to see, especially considering you have someone playing at the A-bomb site who's playing well, and at the B-bomb site on both sides of the map. For Astralis, it's still Device leading the way, 25-19 on him.
All they need is one more trick, Astralis. One thing that works out in their favor, and suddenly they're at least secure the overtime, and that could give you, even that can maybe just put off the pressure a little bit and allow you to relax.
I'm all about playing the economy game, but Boomich is risking a lot with that jump and keeping the SMG. And unfortunately, he had just thrown his smoke out for deep banana control, and they were already in front of it. So that's a smoke that does absolutely nothing.
The jump was... I'm surprised that he's even lived through that.
We saw it earlier, he got tagged with the deagle. He's risking a lot, and he's going back to it. Perfecto on Rap side now in CT spawn arches. They've seen Simple there a couple times, but it's a good position for the rifle to be in if they need to rotate to help out the B-bomb site.
Simple's really changed it up a lot, which if someone is just trying to take a shallow peek there at the corner, that's going to be amazing. But if they get up close and he's with the AWP down in pit, a couple of good flashbangs could ruin his whole day. And now he's actually started to move up on the hay card and just trying to see if he could change it around. 40 seconds on the clock. What do Astralis do?
They're sticking around. They still have plenty of utility. Some initial smokes don't bait much of a reaction from counter utility. Simple's going to be playing with gun out.
Oh.
Perfecto, though, has sunk towards CT spawn. He's sinking away from the action. This is scary. Electronic has no nades.
They're going to go right at Simple. Again, one good flashbang, and there's really almost nothing he could do to reply either. 15 seconds on the clock. Good shot for Electronic, and that's the bomb drop. That's a huge pause. Perfecto gets a kill as well, and down in the pit. They haven't even found Simple yet. 9 seconds left, and this is completely falling apart for Astralis. It's Navi to pick up the round. Double kill for Perfecto, double for Electronic.
They were so focused on Simple that whole time. He just stayed hidden. He stayed crouched, and his teammates did all the work.
Wow.
Again, another tense situation. You're right. That AWP in that position is not a very wieldy weapon. And maybe a little bit of luck. Electronic, another blind kill. He's pre-aiming when he gets flashed, and he had the cover of smoke, but this is just beautiful.
It's really, really well done. That's a huge surprise when you execute that late in the round. Device charging up with a CSET 75, but Boomich is there. And that MP9, and he even gets back around the corner. They're going to be annoyed. Oh, well, Magus will catch him, and he actually wants more.
Yeah.
He's going to try and beat the smoke, and that's a really good idea. Peeking for it, and a headshot to shut down flamie. That's unbelievable.
But they have no smoke for spawn. Perfecto can still stop this. Magus has to do more. Are they going to be ready for him peeking from ruins? He wants to stop them from getting to the B bomb site, but the real play could be on the other side of the map. Xyp is up in halls. If he pushes into the A bomb site and sees it clear, they could readjust. Oh, another failed run boost, but not a disaster.
Simple could catch the... Oh! The shutdown! Mid-air. There are players in the world you could try that against. Simple is just not one of them.
And there's nothing else Magus can do. You can't ask any more of him with 2 kills. I can't believe Simple's being aggressive. I can't believe he's doing it. He's got the kill. He risks it all, and he's got another. And nades just being rained into the position of Astralis, and they shall not cross. 14 all. It is 4 in a row for Navi, 8 of the last 9, and they have come all the way back.
Oh, this is beautiful. They try to fly across. He's so quick. Oh, it's disgusting to see, isn't it? That's slow motion, by the way. He's dropped 30 kills. He's actually done it. 14-14, ladies and gentlemen, all tied up.
It's when you're so hyped that you can't even smile after a round like that. Another timeout called.
There we go. Part of the Navi team loving it. 29th kill, or 29th round here. That was a round. You're so right. If they had a smoke, they could have crossed in, put the bomb down, it would have been different. Man. I mean, amazing play from Magisk, but they just didn't have all the tools.
Listen, I love the fact he gets that first kill and he goes for more even through the smoke. He's taking that calculated risk that there's only going to be 2 defenders there. And Navi gets away with one. They're very, very fortunate that they did not lose that round.
Another round here where Astralis have the tools, but that's been true a lot here in the second half, and we haven't seen the conversion into round wins, really.
No.
That's a problem.
It's been this defense has been incredible in these past 9 rounds. 8 of them going to Navi. And again, just very passive and very quiet on the map.
And out of those 8 rounds, Astralis have got 2 bomb plants. The other 6 they've been shut down before they even do anything. That's not a good sign. That's a sign that Navi could run this all the way back. And that would be wild.
Nice thing for Navi, something that's got to be making them feel very happy, is they don't have to think about their own money anymore. 2 rounds left. They've got plenty of cash for a buy in both of them, even if they get all 5 players wiped out. So that's a huge benefit to have. One stress you don't have to think about.
Good map control for Astralis. Again, this is what you want if you're setting up for something elaborate, which looks like they are. Dupree not impressed and still losing the fight. I'm shocked. It looked like that should have been a lot better. I think Electronic was somehow helping out with a flashbang all the way from the pit, so we're going to have to find that at some point and just show you guys, because that's a little bit of a setup. 30 seconds now, and Astralis, they might have run out of power here. Navi might be about to be on series point, because this is 25 seconds. They're rotating back into a B-bomb site that's still defended by 2 players. Navi should have this. If they get one opening kill, I don't think they can make it through. Boomich, he's already seeing it. They need to line up for him. He's back for more and sprays almost another one down. 10 seconds, and hiding in the back is Flamey. A kill would do it, but they're so quick. Device with a shot, and they go straight for the plant. I can't believe it.
Here we are, another retake, 3 on 3. 3 kits, no utility, 1 flashbang on Device. And Simple with that up. He's been so good in this game. Another round he has to deliver. They're waiting for the smoke to clear to allow Perfecto an angle at Coffins. And Simple's being bold.
Oh, he's looking for it. Just edging his way through. Strong shot. And Electronic, actually, he's doing all the work. Device is back here with no health and no chance at all. He'll get taken down. And Navi will find the bomb immediately. A 3 on 3, and it is perfect. 15 rounds on the board. Astralis stunned.
Retakes have not been kind to them. Always a strength. Navi just doing such a good job.
Simple's fired up. I mean, it is as close as it can get right now. Overtime or bust if you're Astralis. At least they have somebody to work with, but obviously Navi not in any kind of trouble of their own. And he actually pushes down middle in the 30th round.
I like it.
What is this craziness?
Timing of the Molotov as well. As soon as it starts to fade, he's already backing off. Even a second away from Dupree popping up from that pit in middle. And a stalemate to start this round.
Again, they're getting so much map control, Astralis, but Navi don't care. For whatever reason.
They've handled it every time, so why change it? But yeah, I mean, this lack of information, especially against Astralis, you think they would have been punished at some point. It's just not happening. Navi on fire, 5 rounds in a row.
Simple looking at him. He almost gave his life away just then. They peek as the smoke fades, and he was waiting for the other one to go up. 50 seconds on the clock right now, and this is what it comes down to. Simple's fallen really far back. He's actually lost a fair bit of the map control there. That leaves Perfecto and Electronic inside of a bomb site that is about to get pinched from 2 different angles, and they need to win the first fight. Device will take down Perfecto. Electronic in the pit. Can he stand tall one last time? He lines them all! No! A beautiful spray! Electron is in! That's it! 16-14! Navi do it!
They earned so much of that. 10 of the last 11 rounds, an incredible comeback.